What's up, guys? We're gonna be cutting our hair while talking about a couple things here. Let's get into it, man. This video is gonna be pretty raw. We're not gonna have really, or I'm gonna try to make very minimal cuts. I'm gonna make a lot of cuts here, but minimal cuts editing wise. If you guys don't know me, my name is Johnny Enciso. I am a very frugal liver. I live very frugally. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Okay. I live very frugally and I live below my means. And I do this by pretty much utilizing everything that I own. Everything that I own, I make sure that it has some use to it, to some degree. And if it doesn't have use to it, then I either return it or sell it. I try to avoid donating things, even though donating is good and whatnot. But for me right now, I'm not in a position to be able to donate. So I just don't donate. Maybe in the future I might donate. But as of right now, I'm trying to build wealth, not give it away. Today we're gonna be going for a mid-taper fade. I know my content is honestly everywhere. Like, I do haircutting videos, I do finance videos, I do Tesla videos. But in a way, it's kind of all correlated in a way, because it has to do with money. Realistically, everything that I talk about has to do with money. So today's topic, we wanted to talk about a little bit about why I don't take vacation time. So I don't take vacation time because I believe that happiness should come later in life, not now. I see a lot of 20-year-olds that use pretty much all their 20s to, am I muffled here? I hope not. That pretty much use all their 20s to party, have fun. And then by the time they're 30 and 40, they're pretty much all old and crumbly. And they wish that they spent their 20s working insanely hard. And this is a cycle I see with a lot of people. Everyone that I work with at work tell me exactly that. They say, hey, you should be investing all your money. You should be doing this, that. And I listen to them, of course. And I am doing everything. I am doing all of that. They just don't really know yet. So they're just giving me these tips. And they always say, I wish I did this when I was your age. And they say, wow, you're making an incredible living being at that age. I hope you're not spending it, and I hope you buy a house. Your 20s really should be the days that it's the days that you gotta learn the most. So obviously you're young, right? As you know the things, as you grow up, you can now compound those things. Like I said, compound those things that I know and use it pretty much from 20 to 60 years old, or however long I live. Instead of learning these things when I was, 40, and now I could only use those things that I've learned for 20 more years, 60 years old. Why not use it for 40 years instead of using it for 20 years? Life should not be fun. I don't think life should be fun. I think life should be very, very difficult and war. Everything is competition for me. And that's why I don't take any vacation days. Because I already know what needs to get done, right? I don't want to go into work every single day for the rest of my life. I don't want to do that. It's kind of like peeling a Band-Aid off very slowly. Like as years, like you peel it up a little bit, like this, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. I don't want to wait that long. I just want to go in all as I'm young and just rip the Band-Aid off. 10 years, boom. Now I'm 30, now I can live my life at 30. See what I'm saying? So I think that's a pretty good analogy. Yeah. I'm cutting my hair extremely quick because I'm trying to make this video about 10 minutes. So my hair might not look the best, but we're gonna try it. It's a world record cut. And I'm doing this world record cut while talking to you guys. So let's see if we could actually do this. I believe more people should be like this, but at the same time, we kind of need the people to be workers like that. until they're 60, like to pretty much retire at 65. So it's not bad that people are like this, because we need people like that. We genuinely do, because then we won't have workers building our bridges, laying on the line, busting their back to produce what America has made. In a way, I think it's a really good thing that we're like this. I think the hardest thing really is to really get your significant other to be on board with you. Obviously, your woman wants to be able to spend time with you, but sometimes you can't really make that time because you're so focused on your mission. So that's one thing that could definitely be a struggle. But to be honest, I think it really is all about balance. And having that balance is key. For example, I went to Lake Tahoe 3 weeks ago. You guys know this. And I actually spent a lot. I wasn't planning on spending a lot, but I actually ended up spending a lot. But it's okay, because now we know how much you spent. So next time we go on a trip, maybe Yosemite Park, National Park, or I don't know, somewhere, Reno, right? Or maybe even Pismo Beach, right? So we could go to these places, and now that we know how much we spent on our Lake Tahoe trip for the 3 days, we could now spend the same amount of time, but spend pretty much 4 times less than what we spent over there. So instead of $700, we might spend like, I don't know, $100, or maybe cheaper, right? Because now we know the expenses. If you know how much you spent and you want to still be able to go on a trip without spending a lot of money, you could do that. You just got to be in the position to do so. Now, obviously, don't go on a trip and spend freaking thousands of dollars, right? Because you can still have fun with a couple $100. You still can. Like I said, you have a mission. So stick with your mission. Be aligned with your mission, but also you could still make time for these small things like that. Having a trip for 3 days, that's a small thing, right? I mean, to me at least. This part, which is very difficult for me. And guys, I've had my wife try cutting my hair and it didn't come out that good. And I said, you know what? I don't care if it doesn't come out good. Just keep trying. And I tried having the patience for it, but I was like, no, dude, I don't have the patience for this. I'm just going to keep cutting my own hair. She actually started getting the hang of it, realistically. But I don't know, there's something about it. It's like, I mean, maybe I could keep having her cut my hair, I don't know. But to me, I feel like having 2 people in one spot trying to achieve this, like one task, I feel like it's a waste of time. Because if one person can do it in 20 minutes, you know, why have 2 people there that can complete the same task in 20 minutes, right? So I believe that I could be just as quick as someone who's cutting my own hair. Yeah, it might not be the best quality, but the hair is cut, right? And that's all that matters. That's the task that I'm performing, just to cut hair, and that's it. And it's not like I'm going bald or anything. I'm making it look pretty decent. Like I said, it's decent. It's not the greatest haircut, but I mean, it's a fade, right? And I'm able to do this because I was able to, I mean, come on, man. I've been doing this for about 2 years now. Ever since I moved into this house, I have not gotten a single haircut. Now I'm saving money commuting. I'm saving money on the actual haircut itself, which is absurd right now because they go for about $50 now, which is crazy. I ain't spending no $50 on no haircut, man. I spent $300 on all these tools, and now I'm gonna make use of all these tools. And none of these tools actually went out. Actually, you know what? No, I lied. This tool went out. This one cost like 10 bucks on Amazon. And this is my trimmer to make the trim cuts. And it lasted for a year. It broke down. Got another one, $10. So an extra $20. It's nothing. That's how much half a haircut cost. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. If I give myself a haircut every single week, I'm saving myself $2,000 a year. That $2,000 within 30 years can be invested with an 8% return. And that $2,000 could be worth $1 million in the future. Now, $1 million might not be a lot in the future, right? 30 years from now, that might not be nothing. In the future, $1 million might be $100,000 now. Oh, and another thing that I really hate that barbers do, every time I went to a barber, they talk to their homies, and it adds like an extra 15 minutes onto my haircut because they want to bullshit. That's one thing that I really cannot stand. They'll take their time with their haircut, but them taking their time is them talking to their homie. It's like, bro, that's not what makes a haircut good. What makes a haircut good is your undivided attention and your urgency to cut your client's hair. That's what makes a haircut good. Really trying here, that's another thing, effort. Put effort into the things that you do, man. If not, your shit's just gonna look sloppy every single day. And whatever you do, just do good. I wanna cut the top part, but to be honest, I'm recording here and I don't want my memory to go to shit. And I wanted this to be a quick video anyways, but yeah, it's pretty much the hair. I think it looks pretty good. Here's the back, side. Oh, I still gotta line it up, but yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. So if you guys enjoyed, hit that like button. If you wanna see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.